Better Torri. For better Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don't join our hands them, our community go dey kampe.
Better Torri na some opportunity wey we don start am for help all man for community me know wetin HIV really be and how we fit support ourselves together for grow, for see how we fit be better people dem for community. Today afternoon we get our sister wey name na Yawa. He dey work for Mbingo Baptist Hospital for CBC and he be a nurse by profession. He dey work with big people them and small pikin wey they live with HIV, and need to make sure say me they get enough care, right care, and me they take their medicine fine. Madam Winnie, you be welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Awa.
Okay, so this topic it really be interesting. Plenty people they talk say they don't overhear about HIV. They know already about HIV. When you want to start talk about HIV, okay. So you think say plenty people already know, or all man really already know about HIV? For community and for part of them already?
I no really think so. For the length of time where I don't dey work, you dey actually see people then they deny for tests when we go out for testing. Where they actually show say they never really know the importance of knowing your status. And then secondly, people then where they don't actually be tested and they be positive. Someone that they deny for start treatment, someone that they start them along the line, they will stop them. And then thirdly, picking them way now actually were area of concern. Now one day where they really be neglected because you see sometimes mommy or papa go start take picky treatment, it will stop them, or it will take the medication, go with them for house, be able for gear them at the end of the day. You see say the picking they end up be sick and plenty other things them. So that one they tell we say communities never really get sense or never really be aware of which way they're supposed to do and when it comes to HIV.
Thank you so much, Madam Yawa. You don't talk about the people the way they get the HIV. Anything the way you think say people the way they don't get HIV fit do for help one the way they get HIV?
Oh yes, really there is plenty really they will fit do for help people the way they get HIV, because like we don't do follow-ups for people then when they don't start treatment, they stop them. Maybe some person will tell you say, I don't like for come for that one place because I become some person talk points me say I get HIV, or for corner house place where I stay. A lot of people then they way they make them I feel uncomfortable because of the negative way where they talk about the HIV. So wait till I feel encourage we as persons who there for communities and for health settings. Now say this HIV now like any other sick, it daily high blood, it daily diabetes, and when we even know say person get them, now our role, now our duty for support the person, for where the person fit take a medication freely and live freely for society like any other person.
We'll focus today now for really understand what be this HIV.
Thank you very much. This HIV na some virus we fit still call am say germs, where it enter for person's skin. The major route or the major way we fit pass enter for person's skin now when you get sexual intercourse with person where you get and where you don't protect yourself. Like as in you don't use condom.
Yes.
And secondly, mommy if they will belle where you get this HIV, you know they take medication, follow up well, it pass them for the picking, either when the picking the inside belle or when it is born or when it breastfeed the picking. If you actually get them when you share sharp objects like shaving machine, scissors, blades with person where you get them. I see maybe use and cut his skin, blood daily, you cut your own skin to immediately if you pass.
You talk about Bobby, when mommy they give Bobby for picking. Wait, you mean now, so you talk, so when person get HIV, me not give body for pikin again?
No, I don't really mean so.
Okay.
In my explanation, I actually talk and say person where it not follow up himself well.
Okay.
Yes, but mommy where it will belle, where it take him medication fine. Where it viral look there with the run talk for hospital say it under control, like less than 50 copies per ml of blood. You feel actually conveniently breastfeed your pikin.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So wait till I hear you talk now say when mommy do belle, he need for taking medicine fine, and when he don't take him medicine fine for the level where doctor will talk say yes, yeah, the number of virus in your skin over there down, you fit give your pikin bobby, so that the pikin too will be able for benefit from the importance of breast milk. So now you don't talk about how person fit get HIV. I want to talk about what did it happen when HIV don't enter person's skin.
This HIV virus, what we call them genes, when they enter from person's skin, this case why they try to explain and a person we never they take meds. Okay, we know they on medication. God create we give you some natural soldiers them for our skin. Okay. Where they define sick. If you get so sick, you wear where you know take medication. Also sick fit enter for your skin, finish where you know even know so you get the sick because of this soldiers then. But it happens say when this germs with a HIV virus it enter your skin, it go directly go attack the soldiers. When it attack the soldiers, it bring them down to a certain level. So more sick one come now, your skin don't weak, it pass enter for your skin. Now why that when person get HIV when they need to take medication, you go actually hear he complain about diarrhea, chronic diarrhea, rashes for his skin. You see some people them, they get meningitis, you see them with herpes zoster. Now because that natural soldier them we God don't give we, it don't be it bring and the power down small because this virus the attack now the soldier them. So now wait that way it happen as the soldier they did die. Now so the virus dey increase. The soldier dey die, the virus dey increase. As it increase, now so your skin dey open, make sick them begin to enter for your skin.
Better Torri.
Now you don't talk, so I get some crop on my back neck. I dey already fear, so I need to go check my HIV status again. It means say when man get small crop for his skin, me just start the fear now.
Not really. It be important all times for check your HIV status, for know your HIV status because some people they know they enter for their skin. It takes some time before you go start present with symptoms. So for sick person where you look healthy, it no mean say you know get HIV. And for sick person with some small sick there for his skin, it no mean say the man must get HIV.
Okay.
Something then they way now the test they talk whether you get HIV.
Okay. Thank you very much. That discussion where you don't bring us, so don't help me to understand. Say, hope really still there when people then take their medicine fine when they deal with HIV. But now, you in your discussion we talk about picking the way now really the focus that for better Torri. What do you think say be the major problem when it comes to supporting picking the way they live with HIV? Say me they take their medicine fine, me they grow fine, go school fine, wake up, get job, live like any other normal picking. What you think say be the problems that we would see them as we take care for picking them?
Thank you very much. I think say the first problem na this shame on parents them where they don't born the picking them. One, they not be able for tell picking, they not be able for follow up picking for hospital. And then secondly, when the picking it down the big for level where they need for telling making no saying a problem this way it get them so that it go help you for doing follow up well. Sometimes and then mommy them go hide them from picking them. And then when you hide them from picking and you give you medication every day, each time the picking go ask itself why are they take medicine every day? Well I think say if picking if you actually know why it take medicine every day, it will help you. And then secondly, the way with this HIV be start, it will make a lot of people them not really follow their treatment fine. So a lot of people they be die, like parents them, they be die. So it happens say this speaking and sometimes they live now with their grandmothers or people they would not even relate with them, aunties and uncles and all of that. And sometimes because say maybe they no be the primary people where they be first bring the pikin them for hospital, get the basic knowledge about HIV well. And then thirdly, I think say we as health workers, some of we they actually put shame for this pikin in their skin. If we call them stigmatization, like pikin will come, we feel make some slangs them, they pikin get HIV, this pikin get AIDS, we point them with mouth and all of that. Now things in that way they actually make the pikin and they stay in care. And one other thing too, I think say small group then they like support groups. Where if we actually group this pikin them into various age groups, we'll put them for support groups where they will come meet up, you know, say, okay, this is my sister, this is my brother, so really take the same medicine while they take them, if we get the condition where I get them, it will actually boost the beginning of their moral.
That's right.
For stick to
That's
the
right.
medication.
I want to bring you back to the problem. You talk about picking the way they born them, with their papa them and their mommy them still they alive, they look at the picking them. But what about cases in which their mommy and their papa don't already die, and then they live now with some relative or some auntie, when get other picking them for house? How challenging you think say if you be for that family, for both the picking and the parents, the way they don't adopt that picking?
I think say now one of the major reasons they really speaking and they take this medication well. Because sometimes person where they first bring this pikin for hospital at the start of the pikin treatment, they actually get a health package where if you follow up the pikin well. But since it happens, maybe the mommy die, they pass this pikin from one auntie to the other, from one uncle, from one family person to the other. And when they pass the picking on to the people, then the lady actually give the information where they begin from day one. And we, like health care providers, we need to be aware, say, the picking on change person where they stay with. So this information need to be passed on to the next caregiver. So it actually affect the way we care be offered to the picking.
Thank you so much, Madam Yawa. Wait till one make me or man for community understand that say for local picking where it is stay with HIV, no be small thing. And so even though we talk about the problems, they will know say plenty parents them auntie, uncle, grandma, me them they do a lot of work for support picking and me them remain on treatment. And so we want encourage all of this mommy them, this papa them, this uncle them, this grandma me them, say me they continue with this wonderful work where they did do. So now Madam Yawa, you will not say government don't do plenty things to make sure say me all my way get HIV, me remain healthy. And before we know time when HIV we just start, we know some people they be buy medicine, government no be get money that time for buy medicine, and some people they be spend plenty money. But now I want first of all to talk about how where to be the medicine will be available for picking them and for all man when it be HIV positive.
Thank you for that question. If person die with HIV now, or if pikin die with HIV, it actually means say some carelessness, some degree of carelessness be there. Medication then really plenty. Medicine then plenty where we no feel the name and feel it.
Okay.
Yes, and it be for free.
Thank you. And so when person start take that medicine, you go take it for 1 day, 2 weeks, or 3 days. Now how long you take that medicine?
This medicine, when you get HIV, you start your medication, you will take your medication for life. Like if you don't talk, you get a high blood, you get a diabetes, you get a epilepsy. The reason we get a treatment, not cure for this HIV virus, now because say some part then they for our skin. When medicine they enter for day, when medicine enter, it work for some part then. Some part then they will the medicine will be available, never succeed for penetrate them. So when you stop for take the medicine, the one way they for that part then way medicine never be able to penetrate them, it multiply back, it start multiply back. So now the reason that we're a lifelong therapy. And for this medicine for really work well, you need for take them faithfully. When I don't say faithfully, wait say I mean you need for take this medication every day, the same time. You live a healthy life, avoid for take or minimize or take alcohol, because alcohol they actually bring down power for medicine. Yeah.
Better Torri.
I really be happy because plenty people in the way in those days they be don't die because they not be able to buy medicine. And now we know say medicine, government don't give you medicine for free. So now really something that we'll need to take advantage of. In terms of the hope, I'm not saying you don't work for this HIV business for plenty years, and you get example of picking the way they be born, the way they get HIV, and now they who's are they any experience we want share our way so that we will take care of picking the way they get HIV. We'll get hope say truly this thing this makes the way they talk so it really work. If you get any story where if you share our way for that light.
Plenty story then. We get plenty testimonies for treatment center where I work. We actually get picking them for universities. We actually get picking the way they don't do work. We get one of our picking the way they even represent we internationally. They don't go out for attend seminars where they actually born this picking with HIV. And the follow-up for this picking, they be very good for such a way where the picking grew up well. You know if you ever know say the picking get problem. We get a lot of them. As I don't talk, any person will die with HIV, the person die now out of carelessness.
So again, all we for quarter would remind ourselves say we dey na for better Torri, and for better Torri we dey learn, we dey share, and we dey glow together. I think I don't enjoy with story today. Madam Winnie, you get any last word we want give me as we don't hear from you today before we close?
Sure, I know if you go away, I know talk my last words. As I don't talk with my experience for work for HIV treatment center. This HIV they like small jigga we enter for my foot. If you always move and kick out anytime. The most important thing now for know your status. Do this test, know your status. They used to talk say is teach in time saves 9.
When you say it means say waiting for better to know the year grammar.
It means say when close loosen small, you stitch them.
Yes, you swam early.
You swam early. You know go continue for
the boss,
the
yes.
goal. So when you know your status early, it will help you so much. You start your treatment early, you go stay healthy, and in fact you dey like any other person for society. Now they talk that way I want to tell my country people this morning. Thank you very much.
So for better Torri, when we get guests like you, beautiful guests like you, we'll make sure say we'll give you a small gift so that when you go back, you go remember we so that when we call you next time, you will come happily. So we'll get here an artwork we want to give you so that you will go keep up for your office and then you'll always remember better Torri.
Thank you so very much, my Mrs. Awa. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Better Torri. For better Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don't join our hands them, our community go dey kampe.